Hello everyone, it's Galaxyguy26 again here, and this is another match I had with my rain team in OU tier against someone called Hengzt. Anyway, he leads off with his Ninjask, which is an obvious lead based on the team preview. He's just going to sub up. I try and Toxic it just in case it's one of those Sash sets, because they're also quite prolific, but subsets are also quite prolific, and it's just Ninjask is... I hate Ninjask. Anyway, not as much as Brelum, because you can deal with Ninjask. Anyway, so the Toxic fails because he's behind the sub, and at this stage I know he's just going to sit there and set up sword dances and pass it into something. If not, he's just going to protect stall and get his speed and pass that onto something. Looking at his team, I'm assuming it's going to be the Salamence, because why wouldn't you? I guess he could pass it into the Metagross. There you go, he goes for the sword dance. I'm just going to Perisong it because screw Ninjask, and this is the best way to counter any sort of Ninjask lead. At this stage I'm just going to switch out into my Tentacruel and start setting up some hazards, because it looks like nothing on his team really likes those hazards. I don't remember if his elf has Levitate or not, but either way. Anyway, he's going to ban pass out now. He obviously doesn't realize that Perisong comes with the ban pass, hence why it's such a good counter to these silly Ninjask leads. Anyway, he goes for the outrage. It one-shots my Tentacruel, which is not too surprising because of the ×2 attack boost, but obviously Moximents is just going to tear through me, and I'm just going to fodder out my Swampert right here because there's really nothing I can do. I can try and get some Stealth Rocks, but they're really not going to happen. Life Orb, Moximents, 2.5 times attacks. Anyway, he's going to go down now thanks to Perish Song, and I'm just going to bring in my Toxicroak to deal with whatever he brings in, because I can pretty much deal a lot of damage to whatever he brings in. Even the Azelf, you'd think, you know, Psychic type would be kind of scary, but I do carry Sucker Punch, so all is well in the world. I'm just going to go for the Fake Out for some easy damage, and yeah, easy damage, but he's just going to start setting up again, so I'm just going to bulk up myself. That way, when he does get a sub, I can just break it easily, because I have nothing that's really effective against the Ninjask. Seems like there are some latency issues in this match, as there are in every match, because if there was quality on this channel, then I don't know, the world would collapse in on itself. He goes for the substitute like I predicted, and then he's just going to sit behind it like all good Ninjasks do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bulk up. I'm thinking if he lets me set up on him, that's his fault, because as long as his Azelf doesn't come in, I should be fine. And yeah, he actually goes for the Protect, so not only does he carry Sword Dance, he also carries Protect, and I normally either see one of those two. I normally don't see them in tandem. Anyway, I'm just going to go for another bulk up. No, I don't. I actually go for a Drain Punch. I don't know why I go for a Drain Punch. Oh, I guess, well, it's good because he Baton passes it out this turn, which he brings into his Metagross, and I'm just going to Drain Punch, break the sub. So now he's got a walking tank with a lot of speed. But I have Lotion with a lot of defense and some attack. So even if he can outspeed me, which he probably can, he's not going to one-shot me. Or is he? I would have liked that to have been some sort of, you know, build up to maybe EQ. There we are. You were all expecting it, but it didn't kill me because I am Lotion and I have ×2 defense and Dry Skin, and it's just good things. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go for another Drain Punch because I can take this thing out pretty much. He goes for a Meteor Mash. Doesn't do anything. He should just go for another EQ to try and at least weaken Lotion. But Lotion's still at full and took out a Metagross because Lotion is a boss. Next, I figure he might bring out the Ninjask again, but he doesn't. He goes for Predator. He's a Zelf. Being a Predator fan, I'm like, I like Predator, so I'm going to kill it. I go for the Sucker Punch, which turned out to be really useful, and it always turns out to be useful, especially against ×4 Psychic type weakness, because you can trick them into coming into Toxicroak and then punch them in the face. Anyway, so I'm sitting pretty on 2 bulk ups, and I'm feeling confident. Whatever he brings in, I can take. I mean, everything he has left is most likely a special attack, especially like this Rotom Wash. However, I still have the attack boosts, and if he goes for a water type move, it won't touch me because of my dry skin. He obviously forgets I have dry skin and decides to just give me that little extra health. So thank you. Anyway, I'm assuming this is a defensive wall Rotom Wash because of the name. He actually decides to quit the match, which I didn't think he needed to do. I think he might have been able to pull it back. I don't know, maybe his last two Pokemon were literally just gimmicky band pass sets. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and that was Hengst in the OU tier. Goodbye.